Good morning, everyone. John Spencer, planning operations for Team 13. Going to cover our operations for today for you. Generally, over the whole fire, we're starting to see just a little bit more increase of smoke production as things continue to dry out and our temperatures warm up a little bit, but still along the whole perimeter, all the resources are reporting that everything has been secure and looking good. This morning we want to give a big shout out and thanks to our Canadian resources and counterparts because they are starting their demob process over the next couple days. They have been a great asset to all of our resources. Their ability to work collaboratively with our resources has been excellent, and they've got a great skill set that we have been very thankful to use. So a shout out to our Canadians and a big thanks. Also, I just want to make everybody mindful that we're continuing air operations on certain portions of our fire, specifically in the Tango area, in the Horseshoe area, and we're doing bucket work. That's an area that there's some places that are hard to get to as far as control lines, and so we're keeping things in check. And we would really appreciate and ask that you would respect our TFR and not have any flights within our TFR, and so that we can keep our resources safe. So thank you very much for honoring that. Overall, I'm going to go through our fire perimeter area and give you just a general update on what's been happening and what we're doing. In branch 1 and 2, some of our successes is that we now have started our suppression repair inventory work. So we're gathering intel on all of our lines and areas that we can put back into natural states. And so that's one thing that we've started in those areas. And second is that we're continuing our chipping operations, and those are going to be ongoing for a lot because of all the control lines that we've built and all the vegetation that we've removed. So chipping is going to be a major portion of what we do over the next couple weeks. We're patrolling the lines in those areas, and the report's coming back that everything is looking good, holding strong. Our plans for today in branch 1 and 2 are to continue with inventory and intel gathering for the suppression repair work. We're going to continue our chipping operations and our patrolling. Moving on to branch 3, our successes yesterday were that we got enough work done and completed in Romeo that we're looking to button up our efforts by end of shift today. So that they now will be in, Romeo will be in patrol status, and we can start our suppression repair work in that area. And so we're going to continue with chipping and our suppression repair work in Romeo. In Tango, we are still working on direct and indirect lines, but a lot more closure has occurred. And so on the maps, if you look at our maps, you'll see a lot more black line in that area as we have completed a whole lot more line. And then we're mopping up hot spots in that area, and of course using aviation resources. For today's plan, our efforts in the Horseshoe area is to complete one last section of line in that area, so that whole area will be wrapped up with control lines, and then continue on the south line or the southern flank of that division, and so that they're looking like we'll maybe complete by end of shift today those control lines in that area. And we'll continue to be hot spotting also. Moving on to our structure group started their inventory work for the suppression repair plan. So they're gathering intel for all the local communities where we need to get in and get repair work done on our control lines, etc. They're showing a good presence with our engines patrolling in the local communities. And then for today, they're going to start repair work in the Stallman area. And there are control lines in there that need to be put back to natural states, and that's going to take quite a few days to get that accomplished, and they're doing chipping work in those areas also. And then in the roads group, who's in charge of our highway mitigation plan as far as removing hazard trees, they've got all their assessments done and their plans are put together. So today they will start with hazard tree removal along the 46 corridor between Detroit and Brighton-Bush, and that's going to be ongoing for the next few days. Moving on to branch 4, which is Yankee and Zulu. The Yankee completed more line construction at the tip of the finger, and that's in the Cub Creek drainage and the Clackamas River area. where they join, and then the spot fire that was in the Cub Creek area has got line around it, and it's very secure. And for today, they're going to continue with the line construction in that area to continue to join pieces together. In Zulu, they've completed more line, and they're working on more lines. So that's ongoing, and they're going to be chipping in Zulu, and then they are starting their road repair work in that area to follow the suppression repair plan. So overall, that's our plan for today. Thank you very much, and have a great day yourself.